routinely to MIT and Harvard.
See, that is another alumnus who is trying to extend all his support. And those of you who were here 2 or 3 years ago when the centenary conference took place, we had 15 CEOs of biotechnology industries who came from US. Almost till in the faculty hall one meeting and followed by a dinner, till midnight they were talking, and they're all mentors. You also know that there is this mentor cloud. You have seen the stall, Amoga was there, and you have support not only from alumni here, but also from alumni abroad, whatever is the country. And you're going to see the conference at Chicago in July, and some of the students are already going. And where is the complaint for students? They have so many alumni. I was told that there are lots of alumni going around the stalls, and you have a support from those people. That's a very good sign. And since morning, I have seen this Shell stall, very busy, crowded. And I have from Shell Mr. Anand. Mr. Anand, are you happy? Is he here? Am I tried?
Representing Shell. My experience is, first of all, congratulations to the students and going to be entrepreneurs. Thank you very much for that. Good statements and good motivations to the students here. First of all, I went back to 15 years thinking that how I was when I was in a college, roaming around trying to get the energies together and getting into the knowledge hubs, talking to the industries, getting my people into the industries. And all the organizers and the volunteers, thank you very much.
In audit, as the dean, he says, yes, you are most welcome. So we have IBM also, Mr. Prabhu.
And if I tell you that I started off with interest in cosmology, please don't be surprised, because yes, I was very passionate about learning, and I joined IISc, and I had an offer to join the material science department also, but I chose astrophysics because IISc was a place for learning, okay? And I was really passionate, and I said, how many times am I going to get scared of whether I'll get a job? So IISc was a place that liberated me, okay? And when I joined IISc, I said, you know what, I will worry about a job later, but I'm extremely passionate about understanding how the universe began. Okay, so I enjoyed my life in IISc for 7 years, and I was warned by the director of IISc and our esteemed supervisors that, you know what, don't submit your thesis like Galileo. Galileo submitted his thesis on his deathbed, okay, and that was a warning. Okay, I don't want to go back N years and tell you my story, but I was seeing a bit of myself in everyone I spoke to in the morning. And coming from IBM, my job was to convey as much as possible what we do in a limited amount of time to almost everybody who was curious to know what's up. See, IBM is just a logo, okay? What happens in IBM from chip level to system level, I'm not capable of explaining everything to you, but I'm at least capable of conveying the excitement. My goal was, when I was coming to this, was not to recruit. My goal was exactly aligned with SAMANWAY. My goal was, I was reading through the brochures that you guys came up with, excellent job. It was to tell you what happens in industry, okay? What happens, I mean, when I go for a job every day morning, what is it that keeps me excited or ticking? And I wanted to convey that to you. And indeed, many people came. They were people who were standing in the line and saying, you know, I'm doing systems biology. I don't know if I have a place in, you know, some kind of opportunity to talk to IBM. No, there is. And if I'm not able to tell you, I will take your resume and I will find out where. Okay, that is my job. Okay. When I was seeing this, I was not actually talking to you as an individual. I was talking to my own story, rewind it some 20 years back, and I was so curious to know what happens in industry. I'm coming here, we collected 80 resumes. I was just counting.
That's again from an alumnus. I'm glad that I spent 5 years as chairman of Alumni Cell, and what you said, I'm very happy about it. Yes, we have one more person from Bosch, Kumar Padmanabh. Would you also like to say something about your reactions? Though we heard about Bosch Center, we have Kumar Padmanabh from Bosch. Strategic laboratories, the faculty, the alumni, it's a chance to give time to give a chance to our students. Ram from CPDM, are you here?
Give me this opportunity to give my feedback for this Samanway. I'm Ram Kinkar Mishra from CPDM department, and this event, Samanway, in some way was a bridge between industry and our IISc. At IISc, I learned the systematic way to learn and generate knowledge. And through this Samanway, I came to know the kind of problems that industry face and the way we should work so that we can work for social problems. So thanks a lot for all the professors for supporting this event, and I will be very thankful to the industrial people to be so humble and so friendly to interact with us.
Ravi Book Drive, a social activity for the sake of students from poor schools.
Hello everybody. I think it was a great opportunity for me and everybody else in the campus to talk to so many industry people. At least on personal note, I never thought of going to industry anytime. I always wanted to be in academic. I mean, after PhD, I thought I'll go for postdoc, I'll join somewhere. But after seeing so many industry and DRDO labs, I at least have some 2-3 other options open. Industry is also there. DRDO labs are, so many other options are now open. And I've got information of so many other things. And I was amused to see the excitement from the industry side, from the student side. It was a good experience. And yeah, hopefully it will continue every year with a lot more participation from everybody.
Good.
Thank you, sir. So I'm Neeraj, I'm not Hari. He's not here right now.
Good.
Sorry for that. So, first of all, I'd like to, it was exciting to be here today. First of all, this is a weekend, and then sharing the weekend coming as a plug-in, the first in 100 years, the Samanway. So I would like to thank the whole team for putting this all together here. So it was, going to the stall, it was really very amazing to see the enthusiasm of the company representatives and entrepreneurs, seeing the problem they're addressing and how the problem which they're addressing are very relevant in terms of they want to touch the lives of the people as immediate as possible, and we are trying to see the future through our research problems. So seeing the gap and how we can bridge the gap, it was really nice to see that look through Samanway. So that's all I have to say. Hope in future it comes at a much bigger scale and with more bigger participation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir Prasad from the undergraduate department. So first of all, I'd like to thank the Student Council for organizing such an event. And I know how much pain they must have gone by undertaking such an initiative. This is something that has not happened for the past 104 years. So they have done something really well. So the thing that as an undergrad that got me excited was the fact that I used to see advertisements of all these representatives and all, I mean the companies that used to come over here. That is Saint-Gobain, Bosch, IBM. So that is really fascinating that I am actually interacting with such people. And moreover, in newspapers I used to read about the achievements made by DRDO, Bosch, and I mean just 2 years back they used to seem so distant. Now after coming to IISc, all these dreams seem so tangible, as if I could touch them.
So you can continue the discussions. I had to thank all my co-panelists who have been great, who have done a lot, and who could inspire all of you. And the time they had taken for coming over on a holiday and sitting here and speaking to you. Thank you very much, sir. I'm sure the others who are there, who came and then participated in this symposium from DRDO, all the industries, yes, they also are feeling good. And they plan to come again for actual placement activity, interaction in collaborative programs. I'm sure they will do it. I'm looking at the faces of those organizers, very happy faces, and I'm just trying to compare them with what they had 10 days back. Altogether different. Yes, that's a big change. It's a great achievement. I congratulate you. And I wish you to do it in much bigger way for Samanway 2014. So I thank you once again for giving me this opportunity. Wish you all the best.
I thank all the panelists and the speakers for their encouraging and inspiring talks. And it was really good to hear the feedback from students as well. Now, on behalf of SAMANWAY, I would also especially like to thank Professor Mohan for his invaluable support from inception to execution of this event. So please join me in thanking Professor Mohan. Yes. I now invite Professor Anjali Karande to share some of her experiences and thoughts about SAMANWAY. Anjali ma'am is the student advisor for SAMANWAY as well as for the Students' Council. And she has also been instrumental in supporting us throughout this event. So we request Anjali ma'am to please come on stage.
Just very few words. So a couple of months ago, maybe even less than that, when the students, during our regular meetings with the advisors, when the students proposed that they would like to have SAMANWAY this year, but not on the same theme as last year. This was going to be a career fest. And of course, I wanted to know why the career fest. So I said, don't you all have recruitment sometime, when is it, in November? And they told me, no. We would like to have a career fest, not for recruitment, but we would like to showcase all the students from IISc, saying that it's always, and the career, in the recruitment, it's only a few minutes interaction with the industry. And they would like to showcase IISc students. Everyone seems to be showcasing themselves except IISc students. So I said, sure, this is something that you all should take up. And that's when everything started. They had the director saying yes immediately, and then of course it's been, lots of discussions, and I must say that we were not very sure about a month ago how things are going to be. It's actually the last 15 days or maybe 10 days that there was frenzied activity, and with a lot of support from, of course, the other professors, Professor Mohan, Professor Raghunandan, that things really crystallized. And I must congratulate the students for their excellent effort in putting this thing together. And I would like to thank the industry for coming today and taking part in this first SAMANWAY Career Fest. And I hope this is going to now lead and open doors for many more Career Fests in IISc. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I'd like to request one of the members of SAMANWAY just to come and share a few words about his experiences. I call on stage Javed.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a proud moment right now for me. I'll just take you back 40 days. 40 days from now, me and 6 of my friends sitting on a mess table discussing why don't we call industries and bridge this gap. 40 days later, I see the event at its conclusion. It's really proud. I really feel happy, and I feel elated, in fact, that such an event has been possible and it's come to its closure. I hope many such events come forward, and a special thanks to this wonderful team of SAMANWAY who have worked really well and helped me get this small dream of mine, which is just a span of 40 days, has come out. So thank you so much, team. We really respect you, and we really appreciate the excellent amount of work that you have put across. Thank you.
I now call on stage the co-convener for SAMANWAY, Bipin, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening all. Mission knowledge sharing. Mission accomplished. Well, we are very happy. Well, the day doesn't end without thanking the list of people. It's quite a lot of people, in fact, I need to thank. So don't get bored. I got to seriously thank them. Okay, we like to thank Director Professor Bibal Ram and Associate Director N Balakrishnan, who backed us people when we were a bit shaky in getting this through. And we also thank Dean of Engineering Professor Raghunandan, who's also advisory committee for the SAMANWAY team, and Dean of Sciences Professor M.R.N. Murthy. And we'd like to thank Registrar Mr. N. Mohandas, who helped us a lot, Professor S. Mohan, visiting professor at CeNSE. Without him, this thing wouldn't have really been, this day wouldn't have been a success. Thanks a lot to him. And we'd also like to thank CSIC Chairman Professor Chandrakishan, who was a great help. SAMANWAY Advisory Committee members. These are the people outside in IISc, they are really big people. But with others, but with us in Students' Council office, they're just like friends, our seniors, who just backed us up, who encouraged us. When we were a bit down, called us, ma'am, sir, see problem. Don't worry, it's okay, we'll get through. We got big support from them. We are really thankful, a lot thankful to them. Professor Anjali Karande, Professor Babu Satyan, President IISc Alumni Association, Professor S. Ashokan, Chairman Robert Bosch Center, Professor J N Modak, Chief Executive SID, Professor Mohan Kumar, MS Secretary KSCST, Dr. Prithviraj M, Executive Secretary KSCST, Dr. Sri Kanteshwara Swami, SG Fellow KSCST. And special thanks to all those professors who gave us the contact. In fact, sent the mails on behalf of us, gave us permission to use their names as references to call the companies. That helped us big time. Professor D N Rao, Biochemistry, Professor B Dattaguru, Aerospace, Professor G Padmanabhan, Biochemistry, Professor G S Bhatt, CAOS, Professor Gopakumar, DESE, Professor H S Jamadagni, DESE, Professor V Nagaraj, MCBL, Professor P Kondaya, MRDG, Professor L Umanan, DESE, Professor M L Munjal, Mechanical, Professor Narahari, CSA, Professor P S Shastri, Electrical, Professor Raghavan Varadarajan, MBU, Dr. M Nayak, Visiting Professor, SCENSE, Dr. Upendra Nongtumba, MRDG, Dr. Haresh Dagale, Senior Scientific Officer, DESE, Dr. Dasappa, CGPL, Professor H.R. Krishnamurthy, Chairman Physics, Mr. Kuruvila Varghese, Principal Research Scientist, DESE, Professor Mary Matthew, Management Studies, Mr. Anant Talwai, Mr. Prahlad, Mr. C.S. Murli, SID, and Chairman of all the departments and all the faculties, without whose good wishes this event couldn't have been successful. And thanks to our sponsors, Robert Bosch Center for Cyber Physical Systems, Honeywell, Motorola, and Sankhya Labs. Now, let's get on to us, SAMANWAY Organizing Committee. Thanks to Convener Vipin Gupta. I literally seen him working. He works late night and then gets up early in the morning. The first call, yes ma'am, good morning, I'm Vipin from IISc. May I talk about career fair? In the sleep only, be on the bed, he'll pick up a call and then talking. And okay, are now public relation officers, Vivek Verma, Nivesh Mangal, Shravan, Pankaj, Vikram, Avanti, Pramod, Dharmesh, Anuradha, Javed and Rajneesh. These guys, amazing job they have done. We are novices, but they helped us with their experiences in guiding through a difficult path towards success. Thanks a lot to them. Event manager Chandni, who took care of everything properly. Logistics manager Anil Prasad and Suraj, a lot of thanks for them to arranging the event in a proper way. Finance and food manager, myself. Web designer Chitrang, Vishnu Sudhakar, Tarun Kumar, Prapanch Nair, Kiran Prasad, Maulik Gandhi, Ramnath Babu. Thanks a lot to them because so many people commented us that it's an awesome website. Special thanks to the students who contributed their copyrighted photographs for the website. And now it's steering committee members and placement coordinators for various departments. Now this is quite a long list. Sada Prasad, Swapnil, Pankaj, Avanti, Rohit, Ekam, Sushant, Malini, Kavita, Gauri, Malolan, Subha, Calvin, Snehal, Anuja, Rahul, Nisha, Prashant, Adilakshmi, Anil, Sagish, Vineet, Kiran, Aditi, Lokesh, Brijendra, Surendra, Kshetra Mohan, Tarun, Manohar, Anil Sharma, Nishant, Poshit, Arjun, Piyush, Menaz, Sampat, Thakur, Saikiran. Oh well, yeah. We have got numbers.